Right, well, we're going to be getting our rescue cat in a few days, and I've made it one of these little scratching posts because the ones that you can buy in the shops are just ridiculously expensive. This one comes in at, well, 50 pence, something like that, so I'll show you how to make that. We started with what was the inside of a roll of sort of a large size of cling film, and they produce an empty, pretty sturdy cardboard tube, but you can probably find a similar one to this. And what you do is basically put a hole near one end, put some sticky, double-sided sticky tape around the whole thing, wind it down the length of it and tie it off through a hole at the other end. So fairly simple, but I'll show you how. First of all, you need to just make a couple of holes near the end of the tube. And then you use some sort of string. I'd recommend a natural one. I mean, you could use this. This is linen string. For the one I made over there, that I used a jute. But this one I'm going to use a sisal, which is the sort of standard thing that these things are done in. This was only about €2 from a local hardware shop. Okay, the end's usually bent a bit, so I would suggest just chopping the very end piece off. And then to feed it through the hole, it's quite a loose weave thread, so I'll put a bit of tape on the end. Makes it a bit easier to manipulate. Just twist it into a little point and it makes it like a needle for sewing a thread. And do it from the outside through to the inside, and basically knot it off to stop it being pulled through. So you do it several times to get a good strong knot. Make sure it's big enough so it can't be pulled back through. You can either trim it down to size like I've done there, or you could put like an extra bit of length on to make a dangly toy for your cat. So right, that's it for stage one. Next thing to do is to put some double-sided sticky tape on to stop the string from sliding about. And this is just the sort of standard rub tape that you use for holding carpets down, stop them sliding. It doesn't have to cover the whole thing. That's just the pattern I've used. Then you peel off the other edge and start winding till you get all the way up to the hole. And this is the boring bit. You've got to just keep the tension on while you're winding it round. Keep it tight up to the previous layer as you turn it. If you keep it pressed up as you go around, it stops any gaps creeping in. Gives it a nice smooth solid surface. It's pretty safe to let it go because the stickiness holds it in place. You don't have to keep constant tension on it all the way. That's nearly there, so last coil. Okay. Let's keep that there to stop it unraveling. And cut off enough thread and go through and just make it easier to thread. Just tie that off as close to the end as you can get it. And that's it. I think I'll leave this bit on and add a little dangly toy to it for the cat to play with, and see how it gets on with that. One cat toy for less than the price of half a roll of string, so less than €1.